Hey, what's up guys? It's Vicente and I'm glad you clicked on this video. Today I want to discuss a topic with you guys in which I believe is growing and negatively affecting the way we interact online. Now we all know the dreadful type of shaming in which we've all took part of or been a victim of. Yes, of course, I'm talking about grammar shaming. And by definition, grammar shaming is at worst is a form of bullying and is at best a cop-out. They practice proper spelling, grammar, and syntax often, or at least have the background to truly understand its usage. Now, I don't stand for any type of bullying, which is why I think, in particular, this annoying type of shaming should be outlawed and banned. Consequently, I will be showing examples on social media and other articles posted on this topic to show why I believe we should get rid of this type of shaming. Now, first, before I develop my own position on the issue of grammar shaming, I would like to explore the web and find some research on this topic. To start things off, most people see grammar errors as funny little jokes or memes to be made. Plenty of posts have been posted on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter, where in one case, there is one person who is making a mistake and mistypes a word, and there's another person who points out that mistake and makes a big deal about it. And believe it or not, but there's actually a term for this type of people. It's called being a grammar Nazi, a person who utilizes grammar shaming for fun. And as shown in this college humor video on YouTube, we see how these grammar Nazis act and the mood they set for the conversation.
Yes, I was hoping you could invite me inside your home and we could have a discussion.
Of course, please come in.
Rounding up all the Jews in this village.
Yes, I have heard that.
Are you aware of any Jews hiding in the area?
No, I assure you there haven't been no Jews in this village.
There haven't been no Jews, so there have been some Jews.
Oh, sorry, no, I meant...
I was confused by your double negative. You see, grammar is very important to the Nazi Party. Now, are you familiar?
I know her. Me and her buy our milk at the same market.
Me and her. Surely you meant to say she and I, no?
I don't know about you guys, but just watching that video made me cringe and slightly annoyed. Probably the same feeling you get from watching this video, but I just think this is so relatable to many. Being in that situation where someone is lecturing you about using clear grammar usage, I believe this is what we need to stop. One rhetorical strategy used in this video was a visual of a simile. By saying these depictions of online trolls, grammar shaming, comparing them to being as picky as Nazis with their Jews, it accurately depicts some online trolls' moods and characteristics. Now, next up, I'd like to introduce some important claims made by a Washington Post article called "Stop Shaming People on the Internet for Their Grammar Mistakes. It's Not Their Fault," by Andrew Heasel. Here, a known writer is confused about people questioning his writing skills. It would make sense for a writer to be good at writing, so one offset question could be, could it be that our computers are the reason for our grammatical errors? If there are writers that solely go to get a higher education to be more efficient in their writing skills, it only makes sense for our computers to be the cause of these grammar errors. So this goes to show that people who grammar shame could be shaming on the grounds of the known fallacy, the big lie. It is a lie that people are the cause for these grammatical errors, so it would make no sense to shame people. Instead, we should be shaming the computers and other known grammatical autocorrect systems. But of course, that is just ridiculous to blame an inanimate object, which is why we blame it on the stupidity of people instead as an escape route. Alright, next up to transition, I'd like to talk about the saying that goes, "Everyone makes mistakes." This is a very well-known phrase across the globe, which is why I don't see why people still need to be so blunt and humorous about it. It makes no sense to shame someone specifically over something that quite literally everyone does. In this fallacy-driven world, not being caught in the act means you have never done a certain thing before. Online trolls use this as a tactic to desensitize someone. I don't think anyone should feel shame for something everyone else does. It's just a small group of people making it seem like grammatical errors only applies to those who are intelligent. But since it applies to everyone, I feel like no one should feel shame for it. So, from the research and analyzation of grammatical Nazis' agenda, I would like to propose a solution of when or if grammatical Nazis' ideas really matter. I think my answer can be split up into two different parts. Now, obviously, it can be argued to say that grammatical Nazis are just trying to push ourselves as human beings to be as effective in communication as possible, but I just think that that's what teachers are for. English teachers in high schools and or college can seem to be as grammatical Nazis, which is why I think there's a time when grammatical Nazis can be rightfully present. In an educational environment, I would say clear and effective communication skills, which involves the proper use of grammars, is a necessity. But in a social media environment, it shouldn't matter. People look to social media for entertainment or as a cure for boredom, which is why I think mixing entertainment-filled mindless activity with the coherent use of educational skills is a bad mix and can get annoying very fast. Just like the fallacies that are hidden in this video of possible confirmation bias, there might be grammatical errors in this essay, but since a grammatical error in an educational environment, I think there should be shaming or repercussion of a bad grade to discipline me. Alright, so lastly, to conclude, I think the fallacies that came up from the characteristics of being a grammar Nazi prove to be present, and make it so my ideas make sense. Grammar shaming should only be used in an educational environment in which cause a type of shaming which we all know is getting a bad grade. This should never be an issue online because all of us make mistakes and we shouldn't feel shame for something everybody does or is trying to enjoy. I would say my position on online grammar shaming would be mostly disagreeing with the premise for which online trolls do shame us for misproper grammar use. But when the misuse of grammar is under professional or an educational environment, I would agree with a form of shaming to occur. And the reason I believe this deserves as much attention as possible is that it is a growing issue, and it's only making online shaming worse and worse for us internet users, which is why I think cutting down the negative vibes by eliminating grammar shaming is one giant step towards peaceful internet strolls. Alright, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, because I sure did have a lot of time struggling making this. So anyway, here's my works cited, and I hope you guys have a great day.